See, ladies and gentlemen, sorry, no discrimination. That's why you get a reverse camera on your car, and if you don't have one, you need a new car. So I think now it's time we should go ahead and head over to Twitter and go ahead and check out the other questions that we've gotten.
Alright, let me go ahead and check Twitter here.
My handle is ASSIRAC__. Don't get any wrong ideas. That's my name spelled backwards. At ASRAC on Twitter. Let me know. Don't let me know. Just follow me.
And I don't have a Twitter. So, let's go ahead and check. So we got a good question here from TacoCake224. And I'm going to put the question. Boom. And it says, my friend is dealing with drug abuse, and I wanted to know what your take is on people suffering from drug abuse.
Alright, so drug abuse. What's your take on drug abuse?
Obviously, there's good drugs and there's bad drugs.
Okay. Want to expand on that? Good
People tend to abuse the good drugs.
Okay.
So, for example, you break your leg, both of them.
Oh.
You can't walk for a year, and they give you these painkillers. You know, the high-end ones.
The good.
And, well, people tend to get addicted to it and begin to abuse it, and it just ends in a bad thing. You know?
Yeah. But then what are the bad drugs?
You know, weed, heroin.
But, okay, heroin, I agree with you there. But, okay, well, I don't know, what would be considered more dangerous? Would you consider opioids more dangerous, or more acceptable than weed? Or, because, like, I mean, if you think about it, opioids are like a chemical. I mean, well, so is like weed, but it's like, it's a man-made chemical. You know what I mean? Like, like, is that, or would you say that's safer than actual weed?
Well,
Which is grown?
weed is natural. Opioids, well, obviously, most of the good drugs are man-made. You know, like your aspirin, you know, and like ibuprofen is also a painkiller. You know, your allergy medicine. You know, like.
Well, see, drugs has such a negative connotation around it, but drugs in general are just, it's medication. So like you know, going to the drugstore, you know, getting medication such as like, you know, your allergy medicine, your indigestion pills, you know what I mean, like anything. So like, would we say that? I mean, the good drugs would be the ones that benefit you and don't cause addiction. I would say. I think the bad drugs that we could say are the addicting ones, which would be the opioids. So I think those are the bad drugs.
I agree.
Yeah.
So if you're going to use the good drugs, use it with moderation and don't abuse them.
With anything in life, use within moderation.
There you go. You can take that quote home, slap it on your fridge.
Yep.
You know, that actually reminds me of this book I'm reading called The Female Persuasion.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm reading that too for my summer class. What are you taking?
I'm taking that class too.
Oh, what? Who's your teacher?
Miss Richardson.
Miss Richardson. Dude, same. Just shout out Miss Richardson.
You know, she's really great. You know, great teacher.
Shout out.
Excellent grader.
Yes.
You know.
Well, yeah.
Anyways, in the book, one of the main characters, Corey, it's like the protagonist's boyfriend, is dealing...
For simpler words, the main character, you know, Greer. Oh, you don't know, but Greer, her boyfriend.
Yeah. He finds out that his mother ran over her son, which is little brother, Albie, and he's grieving in his own way, and during the process of his grieving, he turns to heroin.
Yeah, and that is such like a big leap, you know, into drugs. You know, like I would imagine that heroin is a lot harder to get than just simple like alcohol or, you know, even weed. You know?
Well, actually, he gets it from his cousin. He's kind of like
a hoodlum.
Yeah, he's kind of like a hoodlum. And he just, the way the book describes it, it kind of makes it seem, he says he offers it to him and he just takes it without thought, which kind of makes you think, you know, how bad he must have been feeling about his brother's death.
Well, I mean, how would you feel? Like, if your mom is the reason your little brother's dead, you're like, she's just back, like, how's, like, is that just like, you know, she's just backed up into your brother to get it?
Yeah.
You know?
So I just imagine how bad he must have been feeling. I would think twice before taking heroin.
I know, especially like heroin. You know, like, I don't know about you guys,
big
but
leap.
Like my dad growing up, like was always just like, don't do drugs. Don't even try it, don't even think about it, like anything. The one thing my dad always tells me is don't set yourself up. So like, why would you do, like your gateway drug would be heroin. You know how terrible that is? Like how like addicting heroin is, and to like have that as your first drug, like just right away just woo, crackhead, like off the bat. You don't have no little like, just calm.
You know, most people's gateway is weed or alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope that answers your question, Taco Cake, but it looks like that's all the time we have right now.
Yeah, so join us next week on Pointless Banter for another edition of Pointless Banter. We might have Miss Richardson as a guest star, so stay tuned for that. If you'd like to see that, go ahead and leave a like down below, leave a comment, let us know what you think. Let us know your thoughts on drugs. What would you consider the good drug or the bad drug?
Make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know, and you're up to date on the latest podcast.
Woo!
All right.
That's all for today. We have class in 30 minutes, so catch you next week.
Catch you next week.